Yo, we on the air? All right, let's get this party started. Welcome to In the Lounge. I am your co-host, Queen Vee, and I have with me the slightly annoying, but ever so clever. Dude, they call Dre. What up, Dre?
Queen Vee, what's good? What's the good word? And how are you today?
I'm chilling. You know, I heard today about this whole, Betsy being confirmed for Secretary of Education. So I'm feeling a little angry inside, but I'm not gonna let it come out on this podcast. I'm gonna keep my light dimmed a little.
All right, so we'll try to get your mind off of that. You know, we're gonna talk about some things in this podcast that might make you forget all about that. All right. So welcome to In the Lounge with Dre and Vee, episode 21, Baby Mama Drama. Why she hate me? We're going to talk about different reasons why baby mamas hate their dads. We also going to get into...
You mean their baby daddies, not their dads.
My mistake.
I mean, we making this about daddy issues, or is this about baby mama drama? Which one are we doing here?
I meant baby mamas
and their baby daddies.
And their baby daddies. That's
not
right.
Not their dads.
I feel good about getting that.
Yeah, we're not talking about daddy issues on this podcast. We can in a later podcast if you feel the need. Do you have daddy issues?
I don't feel a need.
No daddy issues on your part?
I have none. I'm a great dad.
I wasn't talking about you as a dad, fool. I was talking about you having issues with your own daddy.
I'm totally confused.
You just screwed
Today's off.
Now, you know what? Forget this. Give me your paper. I got this.
I'm off today.
Welcome to In the Lounge with Dre and Vee. Tonight we gonna talk about baby mama drama. What is the problem, ladies?
What's the problem, ladies?
Period. Bam. Boom. We ain't even gotta bring up the word daddy. You see how I just did that?
Whatever.
I got your back, boo.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna keep on moving. I'm gonna keep on moving. All right, so y'all know what we're going to talk about today. But before we get into that, y'all know what it is. It's Queen Vee's word on the street. Let's go.
Place your ear to your speaker and get ready for Queen Vee's word on the street.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
And you know this. All right, so y'all know through the end of the winter season, I'm going to spend most of my time talking about Ratchet TV. So I just want to pre-warn y'all, because that's all I do in these winter months is lay up on the couch and watch Ratchet television. So first thing first, leave it to Stevie. He has, Stevie J from Love and Hip Hop has his own reality show with just him. And I actually like the show. It's getting to see him as a father or whatever. But, he started recently dating Faith Evans.
Faithy.
And him and Faith have been really good friends, like best friends for I think 20-something years. Something crazy like that.
20-something years, yep.
So he decides after breaking up with crazy Jocelyn, or however she said it. Stevie. That he wants to date his best friend, right? Now, we didn't talk about this in a previous podcast about how that might not necessarily work. And in this case, it did. It didn't. So Stevie J and Faith Evans decided to give it a shot. Stevie went to some cabin. There was all these hood rats up in there. Thoughts and whatnot roaming around.
Yeah, they weren't thoughts.
They were thoughts. Are you serious right now?
They weren't thoughts.
Are you freaking serious right now?
There was just a couple women looking for a good time swimming in the pool. It was nothing like that.
That hoe over there. That is what thought means. And that's exactly what they were. So, that hoe over there in the hot tub, that hoe over there on the couch, that hoe over there kissing on another hoe, that hoe over there.
So they were hoes because they were in bikinis swimming, having a good time.
They were hoes because you don't know them men, and all y'all women up in there doing sexual stuff to impress a man so that you can get some money out of him, or maybe a baby daddy. So you get that child support on a regular. Whatever it was, they was them hoes over there. There was nothing classy about that situation, period.
All
They
right.
were there for one reason and one reason only. And that one reason cost Stevie J Faith Evans,
You do
a
know-
classy lady.
You-
It cost him he lost a classy lady for a couple of I don't even think it was hours, maybe an hour of pleasure. Was it worth it?
You do know that I wasn't there, right?
I
'Cause
know you wasn't
coming
there
at me like
because I'm
they
coming at
violated
you like
you.
I'm coming over there like that at you because you sitting here trying to turn a hoe into a housewife, and I'm like, are you serious right now?
Don't even know them girls.
No,
Don't even
but
know
the way
them.
I know, but I don't like the way you represent
Somebody
them.
can-
They're not hoes over there. They are hoes.
Somebody can-
You acting like a hoe.
Damn, she don't never
You
let me
acting
talk.
like a
Never.
hoe. You are a hoe.
Somebody can easily come on this podcast, listen to this podcast, and say,
Say what?
she got a big mouth. She ghetto. They could easily call you ghetto. I know
don't
for a fact. You're not ghetto. I know that for a fact.
got a little
But
ghetto
what I'm
to
saying-
me. It's
you
all
got-
good.
You got a little ghetto, but they can say you're a complete ghetto hot mess. I know that's not true. But
So
let me
what
finish.
is it
Let
about
me
me
finish.
that
Can I finish?
that screams
Can I
ghetto
finish?
though?
Can I
What is
finish?
it about me that screams ghetto right now?
Can I be? Can
Because
I
I done
finish?
said
I'm
because
about
I
to
done
tell
called
you.
them a thought that makes me ghetto.
Because you're loud and you just keep running off at
So
the
maybe
mouth.
I'm just
and-
maybe I'm just a angry black woman. Why I gotta
Exactly.
be ghetto?
Exactly.
What's ghetto about me being
You
being
going way
loud?
off topic. We need to get back on. Look, my point is, you're not. But somebody can easily prejudge you just based on what they're hearing about you or what you're saying. Just like you prejudging about what you seeing on TV. They might have
The
careers. They
ladies
might,
in
you
the
don't know
cabin,
nobody's. Okay,
whether
go ahead.
they have careers or not, were exhibiting hoish behavior. Is that better?
Never mind. Go ahead.
And I
Continue with
said
your
it with
story.
my nice, calm voice so that I don't come off as ghetto.
Continue with your story.
Anywho, my point is, he had this really great relationship with Faith, and now it's over because, your friendship with her is over because you decided to take it to that next level, but you weren't prepared to be faithful to one woman. Like, what's wrong? Why can't men keep it in their pants? I don't understand. I don't understand that.
I don't know. Men
Good
or
answer.
dogs? Men or dogs? I don't know. I can't say all of them. No. There's a lot of good men. Good
Anywho,
men.
we gonna move on.
Good men.
We gonna move on.
Why you want to move on?
Because we're going to move on. We're going to move on to my other topic because I got another topic to talk about, if you don't mind.
In terms of the word on the street?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Shoot.
So my other one is Love and Hip Hop New York.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. What about it?
And since we talking about baby mama drama, what's up with Yandy and Mandisi baby mamas?
Yandy is going to be my stew nod of the week.
No, she's not.
First
No, she's not.
Here she goes. She'll never let me talk again. Please, I'm going to mute her damn mic. That's what the hell I'm going to do. I'm going to mute your mic.
I dare you.
I'm going to mute your mic.
Mute my mic, mother effer.
I'll do it. I'm about to do it. Just what I thought. I ain't think you say anything because you know better.
Are you done?
What?
Are you done?
I just muted her. So all you hear now is in the background, but I'll put your mic back on. Go ahead. So let me tell you why. Are you listening?
Go ahead, Stu Nod.
I'm going to tell you why I'm not Team Mandy. I used to be Team Mandy, but it seemed like all the
Yandy.
drama is her. She's got drama with her best friend. She got drama with Mandisi's baby mamas. Perfect topic. And, all of the friction of this show is like surrounded by her. She acting like she's like this and that, but I don't know.
But how is it her fault if the drama's coming to her? Like, take for instance, Kimbella. The drama between her and Kimbella was because Kimbella decided that she was gonna mix business with pleasure. Either y'all friends or you, or it's a business thing. Like, she's a manager of her husband, but you can't be mixing those two. I'm your best friend, but I'm also your husband's manager. And I can't be talking to you about that kind of stuff. She has a contractual agreement with him.
This
So
ain't
how
no-
is that Yandy's fault?
I agree with that. Okay,
And
so
then the baby mama drama, let's just be real.
that's the part I think is-
Erica,
that's the part I think is
Erica is
she got
upset.
fault in it.
Erica is upset that Yandy got the ring.
Why didn't she show up for the
Erica
party?
is upset that, Mendici won't acknowledge her as more than a baby mama.
Why didn't she show up for the party? All this stuff. The whole season she talked about she want the kids to be together, but she didn't show up for the party. Why is that?
Because she's tired of them messing with her.
There you go. So I guess the kids is not important. I guess it's all about her being tired of them.
I mean, I guess she could have sent the kids over there with a nanny.
And the thing is, the kids could have been sent over there with old girl, Kim Bella. She
didn't know
up.
Kim Bella was going.
Hey, anyway.
Anywho, let's get into this.
All right, y'all know what it is, right? Before we get into the show, we got to have a word from our sponsor. This segment of the show is sponsored by Crowned with Glory Natural Hair Studio. Motivated hairstylists who are head over heels and enthusiastic about the hair industry, specializing in crochet braids, silk press locks, sew-ins, rod sets, braids and twists, blowouts, flat irons, and much more. Crowned with Glory Natural Hair Studios is located at 50 Ernest Barrett Parkway, number 4015, Suite 125 in Marietta, Georgia. Call for an appointment now at 678-390-5135. All services are by appointment only. All right. Now, so today's show, episode 21, Baby Mama Drama. Why she hate me? We're going to talk about why baby mamas hate their child's dad. Queen V, you want to lead it?
So, the reason we decided to talk about this topic is because I got a question from one of my family members recently.
Don't put the family members out there.
I'm not calling nobody by name. I'm not saying whether it's a male, but I'm not saying if it's a cousin, brother, sister.
All right, go ahead.
I'm just saying family member.
All right, go ahead.
So anywho, one of my family members approached me with a question recently. And he was like, I got so much baby mama drama. And I'm like, well, why do you think that you have so much baby mama drama? There's got to be something that you've done to encourage this. Either that or she just nuts. So what is it that you've done? Well, she in love with me. Okay, so she's in love with you and y'all broken up. Well, yeah. All right, well, then in that case, are you still sleeping with her? Well, yeah, of course. Well, then that's why she crazy. Because the woman that told you she love you, she's in love with you. She never wanted to break up with you in the first place. You have this baby that bonds you. I done already told y'all how I feel about when you doing a do with somebody. That bonds you.
It's the closest you can get to somebody.
Listen, that's just how I
feel. Come on, corny.
Anywho, but my thing is, like, how can you expect her not to continue to have these feelings for you when you're smashing? And then you mad because she going crazy on you, or she won't let you see the kid, or, she don't want no parts of you. Like, seriously, dude?
All right, so
the woman like you. So
stop
touching her.
So let's get to this part first, and then we'll get into the hate. I guess you're saying it's not okay to be smashing if y'all broke up.
Hell no.
Okay, so let me ask you this: if you and I broke up, See, no,
first of all, that's a different topic. We're not talking about just smashing with someone that's y'all got a mutual understanding, right? And you just don't feel like going out there trying to find no clean other man or woman or whatever. Because, these days, sometimes it might be hard to find a clean bill of health.
Exactly.
But I'm not talking about that. What I am talking about is when you don't have feelings for someone anymore, that person has feelings for you, and you sitting here smashing, knowing she got feelings for you, and then you mad because she acting like a crazy baby mama, and she act like she hating on you and causing you all this havoc in your life. But that's because the woman love you, and you out here doing her when you don't have them same feelings. And then when you do her, and she thinking y'all lovey-dovey again, and you get up and be like bouncing, like peace.
That's
why she mad at you.
That's not always the case.
I'm talking about my particular story that I just told you about.
Well,
so I'm talking about if you in a relationship
know that he ain't interested. Does she know he ain't interested in her?
It don't matter.
It does.
That's not because women and men are different. Women and men are different.
Listen, if she does know that he ain't interested and she continues to have sex with him, then that's her stupidity.
It is, but men string women along, and we are emotionally attached different than men are. So even if that man is telling you, baby, I'm not feeling you, the fact that y'all got a kid together And the fact that y'all have been on that intimate level before, and you get on, she feel like if she can just reel you in one good time, you're gonna be back to loving her.
That's her stupidity.
Because y'all got a kid together.
That's her stupidity too.
But he need to own some of that too.
I don't disagree with that. I agree with it. But if he's up front and he tells her, look, I'm not interested, I don't want a relationship, and she's still letting him
but
smash.
How irresponsible is that of him?
It's bad for both sides.
So then why you mad about the consequences?
What do you mean?
You mad that she crazy and she acting like a deranged baby mama, but those are the consequences you get when you play with fire.
Okay, well, I agree with that. But there's crazy baby mamas without that.
That is true.
Who just don't want to see you happy. Okay? So
what did you do to them?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Now, let me tell you, being that I used to work in the child support, and all that stuff as a probation officer and had to do with a lot of child support not paying. I know plenty of women who hate their baby's dad simply because they have moved on. So it ain't no connection. They ain't do nothing wrong. Pretty good stand-up guys, but yet they just can't realize that he's moved on.
And it goes back to what I was just talking about. They're in love with them.
And whose fault is that,
They
though?
want that happily ever after with the man they done had a child with. I'm not saying it's right. I don't think it's right. But I done already told you. This ain't got nothing to do with the kids anyway. This got to do all with me because I'm selfish like that. You leave me, I'm going to be crazy. So you already know. Forget baby mama drama. You just going to have mama drama because I'm going to be a nutcase.
Let me tell you why.
But carry on. It's not about me.
Let me tell you why baby mamas hate you dads. You don't have to do nothing. And some of it may be your fault.
A lot of it is.
But
no. I take that back.
It could be on both sides.
I take that back.
For instance, they may, she may hate you because you've always had an unhealthy relationship, communication wise and, with the child. And all of a sudden, you don't want to be part of that unhealthy relationship. So you decide that you want to be more civil, and he or she may not be able to handle that because they've always communicated in an unhealthy manner. Do you agree with that?
So what you're saying to me, basically, and I just want to make sure I got this right. You got baby mama drama because you chose to break up with the woman because the relationship was unhealthy. But because you realized that the relationship was unhealthy and she's still living that unhealthy relationship, she gonna be crazy, but you sane. Because you didn't went to Relationship Anonymous and then admitted you were in an unhealthy relationship, and so now you're cured.
No, I'm not saying that.
And you
I'm
left
just
her
saying,
there crazy.
What I'm saying is some baby mamas enjoy the drama. They cannot not have it in their lives. They gotta have it.
I agree.
Guys
with that.
too, but this is the subject of baby.
I think that's why I'm feeling some kind. Well, first of all, I'm feeling some kind of way. I apologize, y'all, if I'm coming off kind of rude or angry. But this Betsy thing really got me pissed off. But I'm gonna try to stay focused. But why are we talking about just baby mamas?
Because look, and I knew that. I knew that's where you were going. The reason why I'm referring to baby mama because the title of this episode is Baby Mama Drama. Why?
Didn't I tell you I was not in my happy place? Don't be coming at me. Don't be coming at me
Baby
with
mama
one
drama.
syllable in responses like that. I don't appreciate it.
The title of this episode is In the Lounge with Dre and Vee, episode 21, Baby Mama Drama. Why does she hate me? Okay? So we are emphasizing and talking about baby mamas, not dads.
I got it. Can
Okay?
we move on?
Yes, we can move on. So I got a couple more reasons here. The drama that you get from your baby mama is a cover-up of how she really feels. No, the drama that you get from your baby mama is a cover-up of her just not being happy, period. So you can do all the right things, give them money, pay your child support, be there on time with the kids, bringing them back on time, taking them on time, relieving her, and she will still be miserable. That's a major reason why. No, actually, I'm going to take that back. It's not a major reason. It's one of the good reasons why we do see baby mama drama. Well, I did in my line of work.
Just because she's just a miserable person.
Just miserable. That's just one. That's just one of many. She's miserable. She could be just miserable. You
And so
agree?
she just taking it out on you. I guess.
Another one. This is a good one here. If she knows that she can get under your skin, that's a good cause for baby mama drama too. Now, if she says, you got plans to pick up the child, you're doing everything right, and she knows you're going to get upset if you say no, or she's not there when you come to pick up the child, or just things she can just say to get under your skin, like the child called my boyfriend daddy or something like that. That's more drama.
Right. But all these things that you're saying, this is my opinion. I think they all go back to love and hate. It's one or the other. That woman is either still in love with you and she's upset that she can't have the happily ever after with you, or the woman hates your guts because of the way you've treated her throughout your relationship, or lack of, because just let's face it, some baby mamas and baby daddies ain't never even had no relationship, right?
Right.
So we gotta think of it from that point of view as well.
That's true. Yeah.
So she could just hate your guts. So I think it's a combination of, I just hate you for what you've done to me, what you've put me through, for the drama that you may have brought into her life during that time that y'all were together, or conceived that child, conceived the child and then you wasn't a part of her life. And now, you want to be involved with the kid, but you didn't even help see her through the pregnancy. Like, there's a lot of reasons that women are angry with these men, right?
Right.
Or you are so in love with this man, but you can't have him. So you mad and you angry about that. So you take it out on him because he's not allowing you to have your happily ever after that you want with him.
Absolutely.
And I think at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. It's one or two, love or hate. What's that saying? It's a thin line between love and hate. And I think when it comes to baby mama drama, except for these ones that are just, like you said, miserable and just crazy women, it's one of those two reasons. Most of us are not just crazy just to be crazy. You've given us a reason to respond that way. You got to remember, women and men are different. We're emotional beings. We act a little nutty when our emotions get involved. We're not just doing that just to be.
Y'all very sensitive. I agree.
We are. And we handle things differently and we approach things differently because we let our emotions speak often before our rationality.
Okay.
So
I can agree with that.
That's my thoughts on whole baby mama drama and why it's a thin line between love and hate.
I agree. So not that, it's all the mama's fault. Guys do things too, and that's a whole nother show. But guys can be just as bad, because I've seen just as bad in my line of work when I was in that line of work, how the dads were assholes. Just being assholes. You're not coming to pick the child up. You think you hurting the mother by not picking the child up, which you probably are indirectly, because she's feeling bad because the son or the daughter wants to see you and you don't come around. But the hate between,
you don't pick my kid up, I'm gonna just drop him off at your doorstep with a note. I'll be back on Sunday.
That's ignorant. You're ignorant.
You call it ignorant, but you gonna spend some time with my damn child. Whatever.
Lose my whole train of thought. You interrupted a perfectly good. I was about to let it go.
I can let one of these little titties slip out and give throw your train of thought all over.
That out.
Throw your
I'm going to edit that out.
This is a train of thought all over again. I'm just saying, we ain't got no guests in the lounge tonight.
This is oh, I can't even talk. It's marked under explicit.
I still got it, ladies. I still got it.
It's marked under explicit in iTunes, by the way. And that doesn't give you the right to talk nasty on this podcast.
That wasn't nasty, baby. I was trying to seduce you. Because I ain't trying to have no baby mama drama.
Who seduces somebody on a podcast?
I do.
A live one on air.
I need to keep you happy so that you don't have no baby mama drama in your life.
I'll never have baby mama drama.
No, you're not, because you're not.
I know I'll never have
because
it.
I'm not allowing you to leave.
And
me,
you're not like
ever.
that anyway. Even if you did, you're not like that. So whatever.
You ain't never seen me scorned.
Anyway. Can I have your final thoughts?
That is my final thoughts. There's a thin line between love and hate. And I think a lot of times when it comes to baby mama drama, it's one or the other. You've done something to make that woman absolutely hate you, or that woman loves you and wants a life with you, and you're not giving that to her. You're not giving her happily ever after. And then you always got that gray area, right? Where they just crazy and miserable.
Right.
He asking me to wrap it up, y'all. I think he wants to see
I'm not
the
asking
other.
you to
I think he
wrap it
wants
up.
to see the other titty now.
Whatever. You're so stupid. I'm not asking you to wrap it up. You get my hand signals mixed up. Anyway, go
Hand
ahead.
signals?
Finish.
Okay, but seriously, that's my train of thought. I'm done.
All right, so let me give you my final
My
thoughts.
train of thought. I mean, that's my.
See, now I got her going. She looking at these big biceps here. You know what I'm saying?
That's my final thought.
All right, my final thought is very simple and quick. For the sake of the child, I think whether you hate the person or not, whether the mom hates the dad hates the mom, you have a child, and this is so cliche, but you have to think about the child. The child that has nothing to do with, I'm going to take that back. The child did not ask to be brought into this world. You two are the responsible adults who brought the child into the world. You need to find a way to get along, a way that's best for the child so the child doesn't have to deal with being separated or being pulled toward one side or the other. So keep that in mind, love each other, and make sure that, you put your feelings aside for the child. All right? And that's my final thought.
Your final thought was longer than my final thought.
Hey, yeah, you know how I do. You know how I do.
I won't wrapping you up.
So that was a nice little episode. So now we're gonna get into the stew knot of the week. But before we get into the stew knot of the week, y'all know what it is. I gotta
Pay some bills.
pay a couple of bills. We're gonna hear a word from our sponsor. This segment of the show is sponsored by Crowned with Glory Natural Hair Studio. Motivated hairstylists who are head over heels and enthusiastic about the hair industry, specializing in crochet braids, silk press locks, sew-ins, rod sets, braids and twists, blowouts, flat irons, and much more. Crowned with Glory Natural Hair Studios is located at 50 Ernest Barrett Parkway, number 4015, Suite 125 in Marietta, Georgia. Call for an appointment now at 678-390-5135. All services are by appointment only. All right. Now let's get on with Stew Knot of the Week. Y'all know what Stew Knot of the Week is. That stupid person that does stupid things all a stupid time for stupid reasons. This week's Stew Knot of the Week is not an individual person. It's actually more than one. The Stew Knot of the Week is every single New England Patriots fan that walks this earth.
Oh my Lord.
And I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
Yeah, you
no,
are.
I'm not. Let me tell you why there's Stew Knots of the Week. I should take that back, but I'm going to go ahead with it anyway. Let me tell y'all why y'all Stew Knots of the Week. And I mean that respectfully. I don't mean that in a disrespectful manner.
Lies.
No, I'm that serious. Because I got some good friends out of Patriots fans. My boy Chip and Tisha. I can't forget Tisha. Tisha, congratulations on the Super Bowl. You're the only one that I will say congratulations to, because Tish, you there thick and thin. You always hitting me up when the Giants win or lose or whatever. We talk a lot. Big up to Tish. Yo, I'm not going to put your name out there, last name, first name, but big up to Tish because she's a true New England Patriot fan. But all the rest of y'all, you think New England is all this and that? Let me tell you something. I'm not taking nothing away. They're a good team. But I don't understand these people in the worst division ever. And the Jets, Buffalo, and Miami, come on. And y'all, everybody's bragging, oh, they win a division every year, 15 years strong. Who wouldn't win that division? I know a high school team that'll get in that division and probably come in second place in New England if they were in it. So don't act like New England is all of that and they had such a struggle with, getting to the Super Bowl. They never have a struggle. They 6 easy wins in their division, and the only tough team they play really is Baltimore. In the AFC conference is Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Sometimes Denver on different years. So they got it easy every year. And then people say, well, they beat an NFC team. Yeah, they might have beaten an NFC team a couple of times. They ain't beat my Giants. But if you put New England in the NFC East or NFC, anywhere in the NFC, they'll never make it out alive. They only make it out alive in the AFC because they don't play nobody. Their teams in their division stink. They only play 2 good teams a year outside of their division, Pittsburgh and Baltimore, sometimes Denver. And that's just it. I don't think they earned it. So that's my Stew Knot of the Week. Everybody who think New England made it out, trying to survive and playing tough games, No.
Can I object?
No, you cannot. Go
Well,
on.
I'm going to
Next.
object anyway.
Next.
I'm going to object anyway.
Next.
So if they can't, if they can't make it out alive, how do they have 5 Super Bowl rings when they had to play a NFC team to win the Super Bowl?
You didn't hear what I just said. I answered that.
And
Go ahead.
they played the best from the NFC.
No, they didn't. That's
to
another
win
thing.
the Super Bowl.
That's another thing.
And this Super Bowl, they were down. It was 28-6? And they came back and won
Let me answer the
in
first.
the fourth quarter.
Let me answer the
That's
first
a good
question.
team.
Let me answer the first question.
Oh, he getting upset, y'all.
First question is they beat the NFC team. I'm not saying that, they can't beat any NFC teams. I'm just saying this, it would be a lot harder to get to the Super Bowl if they play NFC teams more on a more consistent basis. Because they don't play these teams on a more consistent basis, they may get some wins here and there.
Okay, well, you didn't say that originally.
I did say that.
You didn't say consistently.
I
That's
did
the
say
key
that.
word that you left out.
Okay? Second, they did not play the best NFC team. The Atlanta Falcons is not the best in the NFC East. I'm sorry.
They made it to the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. That
The
doesn't mean
Giants
it.
did
Let me
it.
tell you something. The best teams do not always go. For instance, Dallas is a much better. I can't believe I'm saying this. Dallas is a much better team than Atlanta. Green Bay is a much better team than Atlanta, even though they lost to them. Let me see. And there's a couple more. I would think. I think the Redskins are better than Atlanta too.
So I agree with you that that Atlanta is not the best team.
Let me finish on my third point. Can I finish?
I just want to put this out there because I don't want folks thinking that that's what I think.
You're going to come on now.
I'm just saying, I agree with you. Atlanta is not the best team, but they're the ones that made it to the Super Bowl.
But that has nothing to do with what I'm saying. You're saying that they played the best team. They did not play the best team. They just happened to play a team that got over and won on a team that happened to be good. It's any given Sunday. So it's never the best team that's in the Super Bowl every year. Never is the best team.
You would say that even if the Giants were there?
And as far as the comeback, being down 21-0, Atlanta is ranked 28th out of 31 in defense. So if they had the best defense, they'd be ranked number 1. They ranked 28.
That's
so
true.
yeah, I knew they was gonna roll all over them. I didn't think they would be so late in doing it, but I knew they was gonna roll all over Atlanta. Atlanta don't have no defense.
That's
you
true.
put somebody in there with a defense, and I guarantee you they would have never came back. Now, go ahead and do your words of wisdom.
I'm done. I just wanted to get you riled up. I agree with everything you said.
You damn sure did.
I agree with everything you said.
You
boo.
damn sure did it. Now go ahead. Words of wisdom. I'm being informal. Words of wisdom. Go ahead.
He mad, y'all?
Damn right, I'm hot. I'm hot, man.
Yes, mission accomplished.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's come back to our Zen moment. All right, words of wisdom. So there's a saying that I heard one time. It says, every rebellion implies some kind of unity. With this whole thing today confirming Betsy, that's all I can only call her by her first name because she a Betsy. I can't help it. But, with them confirming Betsy and with all the frustration and chaos regarding the ban on Muslim countries, it is powerful to see during these trying times how unified people have become, how resistance to unconstitutional, unpatriotic laws have brought so many people together. Most change from a political standpoint or perspective has all happened because of rebellion, resistance, and unity. So to everyone out there fighting a good fight, keep it up. Change is coming. And just keep it going. That's the only way we're going to see change. That's it.
And there you have it, Queen V's words of wisdom. We'd like to thank you for tuning in. This has been a strange episode. Very strange episode, but we thank you.
I'll be back in my happy place next time, guys. I promise. This whole Betsy thing really has me a little worked up.
So we thank you for tuning in. Y'all know what it is. You go to the website, weinthelounge.com, subscribe, listen to a few episodes at weinthelounge.com/episodes. Again, we'd like to thank you. This is Dre and Queen Vee, and y'all know what it is. We are out of here.
Go Patriots!
That's it. I'm cutting off. I'll do it my damn self. That's it for In the Loud with Dre and Vee. We are out of here. Later. Stupid nut.